Hey Yawhg, yes! This is a really small, obscure game that I still had and I enjoyed playing a lot. It's kind of a choose-your-own adventure. It's nice and short, so we'll probably be able to get through a full playthrough of this thing in one video, which is kind of awesome. So let's do it. Perfect for this in-between time. What do we have? Press directional controllers on the keyboard to select characters. One device may control multiple characters. Well, obviously, since I only have one keyboard. So we have a set of characters. I'll select you and we'll call you Nomi. You will be called Heinz. You will be called Johan. And you I will call Carrie. Excellent. Right, let's play here. The Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks, and no one expects it. Not a one of us. We just keep on living our lives week by week, unaware. So yes, every week we determine where all the characters go, and that'll earn them stats, earn them wealth. And that'll determine, it'll happen to have story bits, and that'll determine what will happen. So let's try out week 1, shall we? Currently we control Nomi. There we go. And I think Nomi could go to the hospital. You can go to tend to patients or clean up. I think she will tend to patients. Spend a week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 minds and 1 wealth. One day, the patient whose voice has been cursed and replaced with a piano note will not stop talking. All the other patients are complaining that his voice is making the hospital even more depressing. The doctors have tried convincing him to stop talking, but to no avail. This is a very strange disease. Have good mind. Let's try and decipher what he's saying. You can't quite work out what he's saying. The sound gets progressively sadder and sadder. It's starting to drive you slightly mad. You lose 1 mind. Well, we got to, so it's a win. Now you see that the other characters can't go to the hospital, so that's kind of how you can't apparently cross paths. Now we control Heinz. I think Heinz will go and fight in the arena. Compete in the fight. Yes, you spend a week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. Finesse, yes. One night on your way home, you spot a rusty dagger on the ground. I think we'll pick it up. As you pick it up, you hear a voice behind you saying, "You are not worthy!" And the smoke begins to dissolve into a black smoke. This dagger begins to dissolve into a black smoke. Within seconds, the blade is gone. I think the outcomes depend kind of on your stat and a bit randomness. So now we have Carrie. And Carrie will go to the palace? Yes, why not? Let's do some administrative work. Spend a week doing paperwork for the palace. You get paid 2 wealth and gain 1 mind. One day you overhear the jester tell a joke to a group of people. Everyone laughs, but you didn't understand the joke at all. Ask for an explanation. Asking him exactly what the joke meant. There's a sculpture at length about the danger of explaining a joke. Something about puppies and then dying and when you dissect them. You don't quite understand, but everyone around you starts laughing. Presumably the jester had just made another joke at your expense. You've begun coming to terms with the fact that your sense of humor is lacking. Being more self-aware, you manage to exude an aura of confidence. You gain 1 charm. So that was kind of bad, but it turned out good. Probably through a dice roll or something. Now Johan will think the alchemy tower will be fun. Let's work our way up to the difficult stuff cleaning lab. You spend a week cleaning noxious chemicals. You are paid 1 wealth for your labor and gain 1 physique and 1 magic. One day you hear cries of help coming from the next room. Running over to investigate, you see the alchemists have accidentally created an ooze monster. How do you dispatch the ooze? Well, we don't have a lot of magic. Well, we don't have a lot of physique either. I think oozes generally are better dealt with magic, so let's use magic. Try and blast the ooze with magic, but you just end up producing a bouquet of flowers into your hand. I can make sure of the use of disintegrated magic spells. The rest of the week you are ridiculed by the dancers of the tower. Embarrassing. Ah, you lose 1 charm. They say the last time it came, the Yawhg devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore from families and family members apart. But that was so very, very long ago. Now we're in week 2. I think it's 10 weeks that we got till the Yawhg arrives. So she currently has 1 mind. We want more mind for her. We can suppose some cleaning up work won't be bad. You spend the week stealing your mind against the horrors of the hospital, making sure it has as clean as it can be. You get 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 wealth. One day, while in a maternity ward, you notice a woman about to give birth. Baby she birth is no ordinary baby, however. Its skin is pitch black and shiny, and its eyes glow like an orange flame. It wrestles itself from the doctor's hands and tries to fly away. "Stop that demon!" yells the doctor. Well, our magic is not good. Our strength also isn't good. Let's try and use our strength. You put yourself between the demon and the exits. The baby demon barrels past you and out the door, flying into the night sky. Ah, figured we weren't high enough in strength. So Heinz, what will Heinz do? I think Heinz will be a forest man. And hunt, yes! Spend a week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and 1 pelt of wealth. And sell the pelts for 1 wealth. That's what I meant, yes. You'll be becoming quite a warrior. One day you stumble across a dryad picking flowers in the field. But noticing you, she runs up to you excitedly. "Excuse me, sir, would you care to dance?" she asks. "I've been wanting to dance for so long, but with nobody else has been around to dance with." Well, not tough for Heinz to say no, not no to a lady. Of course, he'd love to dance. Though his charm is not great, he does have good finesse. She giggles and takes you by the hand. She starts humming a song and the 2 of you dance together in the middle of the forest. You accidentally step on her toes several times while dancing. After the 3rd time, she stops you. He thanks you for the dance and limps off into the night. You practice dancing a little and gain another finesse. Oh, well, it's not great, but could be worse. Guess Heinz isn't getting that dried booty tonight. Yeah. So I think we'll do more administrative work. Spend a week doing paperwork to get a lot of money. One day the court jester approached you. "Would you like to learn to juggle?" he asked excitedly. "I'll teach you everything I know for a small sum." "Well, we have a lot of wealth, so sure." Spend a day with Jester practicing your juggling technique. You improve dramatically. 2 finesse. And you gain another 2 finesse. Wow. Happily pay the Jester for his services. She is becoming quite a fine, refined woman, that Carrie. Except Joven. Let's see, let's go to brewing potions for a change. You spend a week experimenting with different potion brews. Gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day an artificer stops you by you for a visit. She's adorned with magical gadgets and gizmos and followed everywhere by her clockwork spider. The alchemists of the tower all go out of their way to impress the artificer, offering her an array of potions and elixirs. As she's leaving, she adorns the most charming of the alchemists with a special trinket. That won't be us! Definitely won't be us. The fact that she didn't choose you was a very humbling experience. Oh, well, that's good.
It was on us in a heartbeat, or so the stories go. The earth shook, the air went still.
So we're in week 3. And things around the town will become a bit darker. Let's see, our mind is getting better. I think she actually would be good in practicing magic. How do I do it? Over to the alchemy tower. She is going to practice magic a bit. You spend a week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day you hear an alchemist shout, "Eureka!" When you look over to see what he has done, you spot a small, previously dead Ferris come back to life. I figured out the antidote to death! Well, that's an awesome antidote. The alchemist exclaims. The undead Ferris lets out a horrific noise and lumbers about slowly. Let's destroy this abomination! Smack the Ferris down and stomp till it stops twitching. The alchemist is horrified. You gain 1 physique. Good. Can't have undead monstrosities about. Let's see. He is getting quite. Let's go chop some wood. He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He spent the week cutting down trees in for the village. You gain 2 physique. You earn yourself some wealth. You go to the lavatory. One day you stumble upon a giant moss-covered stone. It pulses with magical energy. What do you do? I say, why not touch it? When in doubt, touch it. Good rule for life. You lay your hand onto the enormous object. Stone's magical energy shots into your body. You gain 1 magic. Yay! Not that he really uses magic much. It's important we specialize these people a little bit. I think I'll send you to the tavern to drink. Why not? She has enough wealth and I could do with her charm getting up. Spent an entire week getting wasted. Yeah! Carrie getting wasted! You gain 2 charm and 1 physique. One day, while in the tavern, you hear a large commotion outside. Go outside, see what's going on. Outside, you see a crowd of angry people carrying torches and pitchforks. Kill that riot! They chant in a sort of synchronized cacophony. They're all running to the middle of town. Working away through the mob, you find the dryad running away. I was just looking for someone to dance with who isn't stepping on my toes all the time, she sobs. You shout at the top of your lungs for the crowd to stop what they're doing. You hear murmurs in the crowd. Soon enough, the crowd disperses. The dryad runs up to you and gives you a kiss on the cheek. Ah! You feel the energy radiate through your body. You gain 3 from this. Wow! Carrie is becoming one handy motherfucker. Or lady motherfucker, I don't know. Jovan is getting good with the magic. He can't go to the alchemy tower again. But I think if he meditates, he actually also gets solid magic. He spends a week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day, you come across an elderly man snoozing into grass. You there, young person! He waves you over. I'm having an awful time trying to nap in this bright sun. Do you mind giving me some shade? Johan is a nice guy. Let's block the sun. There's offer you some mystical trial, probably. Ages seem to pass as you stand in the hot sun. There was an old man sleeping peacefully in your shadow. Soon as sweltering, and after some hours you begin to feel faint. Gradually everything grows dark. When you awaken, it's evening. In the garden, and an ancient gnarled tree stands where the old man was sleeping. For For witnessing this miraculous event, you gain 1 magic. His magic is getting really solid.
And then the world was a howling fury. Chaos, screams, the sound of all we knew being pulled in half.
You see the mist creeping up a little bit? So I think I will let her do some administrative work right now. Spend a week doing paperwork for the palace. One day you decide to lean up against the wall and just take a break. It rotates as you apply pressure, and you stumble down a set of stairs. You enter a large, dusty room filled with barrels. You found the king's famous wine cellar.
Keep quiet about what you saw. This will be useful later.
Just knowing that you have a secret hide is so exciting. You gain 1 charm and 1 mind. I actually wanted Carrie to go partying in the palace, but oh well. I think Heinz is ready to do some more fighting.
Fighting round the world.
You gain 2 physique and 1 food. One day in the middle of a match, that Dryad comes about again. That's a fun thing. There are actually kind of recurring things that happen in that entrance. So one day, in the middle of a match, the Dryad runs onto the field. Would anyone like to dance? She appears to be asking. Boos and hisses erupt from the crowd. Before you can even react, one of the fighters has already cleaved the Dryad in 2. A terrible shriek brooms out from of the wounds. The crowd erupts in applause. The Dryad corpse then explodes into a flurry of leaves that cuts everyone nearby. You bastards! Well, that's the end of the Dryad. It was the adventures of Heinz and the Dryad. Now her finesse is really good. Need to do something to up her charm. Maybe go to the slums. We haven't gone to the slums yet. Pickpocket we can do. Since we have a high finesse. Acts of petty thievery. 1 wealth, 2 finesse. One night a man walked up to you.
Excuse me, miss. Feeling a little lonely tonight?
For only a small amount of coin, I can make you feel good all night. I don't think Carrie is interested. No, thank you. Your loss. Probably would have gotten stats of that. Or maybe we would have been doomed and robbed or something. His magic is very good. I say we keep practicing that and go and brew potions. Spend a week experimenting with different potion brews. Gain 2 magic, 1 mind. One day an alchemist decides to take a break from work and instead throw a cantrip party. One alchemist waves his hands and produces confetti in front of him. Other spawns a seemingly endless numbers of dots from his sleeves. And all the alchemists dare to do and see what you can come up with. We can do a complex trick. We have 12 magic. Snap your fingers and you bring a chair to life. You sit on top of it and ride around the room. Everybody else is quite impressed. You gain 2 charm. So your one is also becoming a charming motherfucker.
When it arrives, this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong, or have we forgotten?
Ooh, now you see the mist and stuff creep up. Something is coming from the sea, obviously. We really need to train more, since our physique is not as good as I'd like it to be. Oh wait, this is not Heinz, that's why. I say we work at the hospital again. Turn to how we began. You spend a week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind, 1 wealth. One day, you hear spooky sounds echoing through the hospital. Soon afterwards, the glowing ghosts floats down from the ceiling. She seems to be wandering the halls aimlessly, howling out horrible noises. She doesn't appear to realize that she is freaking everyone out. You decide to do something about it. Our magic is not great, so talk calmly to the ghost. That's actually, I think, better. Approach this way and try to explain the effect she's having on the sick. You're not convincing enough to be able to persuade her to stop her hunting. Eventually, everyone gets used to her and learns how to live with the creepy ghost. Your mental resolve hardens. Gain just one wide. You probably weren't charming enough to do the persuade thing. With Nomi. Let's see, Heinz. I say he can go lumberjacking again. He's a lumberjack and he's okay. No more Dryad will be bothering him here now in the forest. See a new Dryad come up, 2 physique and 1 wealth. One night through the trees, you spot a group of cloaked figures all standing in a circle. They are chanting in unison.
O mighty lord of the night, master of beasts, bringer of pain and derision.
One of them runs out from the darkness towards the rest of the group. Sorry everyone, but I was reading his calendar wrong, he says. We were supposed to summon the demon yesterday. Now we have to wait a whole year to try again. There's a collective sigh as the group disperses. You learned a bit about demon summoning though. Well, that's how you could pick up some demon summoning. Let's see, now Carrie. I really want to up her charm, so I'm sending her to attend the ball. Spend a week attending fancy gatherings. You gain 2 charm, 2 finesse. One day you accidentally bump into the Duke.
What are you doing, peasant?
He shoves you out of the way and with his hand and continues walking. Passive aggressive response or an active aggressive response? For now, I think a passive aggressive here is better. Well, that outfit looks really comfortable. He looks mightily insulted.
Sick burn, bro!
You gain 1 charm. So Carrie has a lot of charm and finesse. Excellent. That'll come in handy later. Now you one. What shall we do with you? He could use actually some more wealth. So I think pickpocketing will not be a bad idea here. Or should I go bet? Let's actually go bet. No, that's not. Oh, apparently I can't change it after I picked. Alright, pickpocketing it is. Spend a week performing petty theft. Gain 1 wealth, 2 finesse. That's less money than I had hoped. One night, a small child approaches you, with his hands cupped and outstretched toward you. He doesn't say anything and looks up at you with wide eyes, waiting expectantly. Give him some coin. Johan is a good dude. Give him a sack of coin. You lose 1 wealth. Thanks to you, he walks away. Next night, you recognize him on the street. You spot him eating what looks like a fresh loaf of bread. He sees you and smiles. You feel good about yourself. Gain 1 physique. Gain 1 finesse. Gain 1 mind. And gain 1 charm. And gain 1 magic. Who says charity never works out?
The Yawhg. It's almost here. Almost.
Oh yes, this is the last week. The music gets ominous. See mists and things shroud the town. I think she will do some meditating before it all went down. Normally you spent a week meditating. In 1 magic and 2 mind. Walking past the pond one day, you see a fat little frog sitting on a lily pad.
Please, miss, blood. I am not a frog at all, but an enchanted prince.
If you could see your way to kiss me, it would break the curse and return me to normal. Well, I think she would be so nice to try at least to kiss the frog. Bend down and kiss the frog. Suddenly, the frog's enveloped in a cloud of shimmering fog. when the fog clears, the frog is gone, and the tall, regal man is standing in the pond instead. He thanks you for helping him and gives you a handsome reward. You gain 2 wealth. Holy smokes, Nami has a lot of money! As word spreads of your deed, your reputation improves. You also gain 1 charm. If she had that before, that would be good. So Heinz will spend... I kind of like the forest, so he'll spend up hunting the last week.
We spent all week hunting defenseless critters. Getting 1 friend, 1 mine. One day, you hear hundreds of footsteps rumbling through the forest in your direction. It's an orc reading party!
What do you do? Charm them into not killing you? No, that won't help. Let's hide then. We jump into a nearby ditch. The orcs all right past you. Nice hiding. You gain 1 finesse. Now what shall I do with this last... I want a bit more wealth on Carrie, I think. So I think I'll do the bartending job. Spend a week serving drinks at the tavern. Gain 1 wealth in tips and 2 charm. One day, an impromptu drinking contest is held. Her physique is not great, so I think we'll spectate. As you watch from afar, people down pint after pint making complete fools of themselves. You feel a little bit better about not entering. You gain 1 mind. Good. So, let's see. Yawhg on his last thing. Still 1 more money, so I think we'll bet on fights. Spend a week placing bets on their favorite fighter. You gain 1 wealth. That's it? That's also not very profitable. Oh! One day in the middle of a match, a small baby with jet black skin and glowing eyes flies into the center of the arena. I think we know this, baby. Fire erupts from his eyes, melting the flesh of one of the fighters. Baby then shapes slowly into a gargantuan horned demon.
Before I go on a murderous rampage, will anybody challenge me in a duel? Asked the demon.
Should we challenge him?
Well, looks what we have here, the demon
says, responding to you, stepping forward. Pull your weapon ready for combat. The demon tilts his head towards you and charges. You run full speed to the starving demon with your weapon raised above your head. The demon ducks under your weapon and hits you with so much force that hard to back out. You dream of worlds crumbling at your feet around you. When you come by, you wake up in your home with a message carved into your chest.
You got guts, challenger. I respect that. I've given you a small blessing so that you remember not to challenge a demon in the future.
You feel wiser. I'd hope we could use our magic on that one, but oh well. And that event probably wrecked the arena. Which can happen, and then it's inaccessible for us today, but this was our last week anyway, so who cares? Ho ho ho!
The storm arrives in the night. By the morning it still rages. For 3 full days the tempest puts us through a grinder, drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. We see the graveyard our home has become. Our home. Does anything yet live? Is it... Are we past saving?
So then, yeah, you see the whole town is wrecked after the Yawhg. And now we need to divide our characters into roles for next bit. So we have, we begin with Nami, who is really good with minds. So I think she'll be the doctor since you spend a lot of time in the medical stuff. You take it upon yourself to help the sick and injured from the Yawhg. Despite your vast medical knowledge, your hands are too shaky to save some of the patients. You lose a few but manage to save most of them. Ah, finesse probably wasn't high enough. This helps the survivor effort quite a bit. Yes, you can... now we are helping the town survive, but you can actually looter and town drunk, which actually really nicely negative affects the town building. Now he has a lot of, this is Heinz, I believe? Heinz? Yes, Heinz. He can be the builder.
Heinz will build. You take it upon yourself to help rebuild the town by hand. You rebuild homes at breakneck speed, impressing the rest of the survivors. This helps the rebuilding effort significantly.
Now we have Carrie. I think Carrie obviously is the leader with her high finesse and charm and everything. You take it upon yourself to be the leader of the survivors. You expertly delegate and prioritize tasks. You give motivating speech and act as an effective mediator in disputes. This helps in rebuilding the efforts significantly. Now the last one is Johan. Johan will be, with all the magic he has, will be our conjurer. You take it upon yourself to help conjure supplies for the town. With your magic you summon supplies of the highest caliber. With little effort you're summoning high quality lumber and food out of nowhere. This helps in rebuilding efforts significantly.
And so, we set about our task, once more living our lives, this time in a way we might have never expected, or even wanted. But in the end,
we flourished! Ah, we did well! We can do poorly, we can do little bits of anything, it's very interesting. There are a lot of different outcomes.
towers once wrecked and ravaged rose towards the sky. Trees again took root, then blossomed. We all blossomed. And for it took a lot, though it took a long while, and though it took a lot from us, our future is bright. Should the Yawhg ever return, we will be ready.
Hey, look at the nice town. That's not all of it. Yes. Fade out, please. Here we go. Nomi! The Yawhg changed you, probably for the better. With the town rebuilt, you decide to retake your role as doctor in the hospital. There you make friends with another doctor. The two of you do everything together and you're inseparable. Eventually, you even decide to get an apartment and live with each other. Then your friends gets married and everything changes. Their spouse has to move away to a new town, and your friend follows. You try to keep in touch by mail, but the letters start to come less and less frequently. You try to fraternize with the other doctors. While they're all nice people, nothing can compare. So stories are sometimes a little bit, There are really a wide variety of outcomes. One way you even become like vampire overlord of the ruined town and everything. Or some kind of interdimensional traveler. There's really weird stuff, and there's also, like kind of sad stuff. Like you build a raceship and then you get out of touch and stuff. Heinz! With the town rebuilt, you decide to become a full-time arena warrior!
You slowly rise through the ranks, knocking out scores of the elf fighters, even ones as great as Sean the Beautiful. Before long, you become arena champion. You travel across the world fighting the very best of the best. Tales of you are sung far and wide of the mighty feats of strength. Yeah!
Well, that's a good ending. Carrie, your life after the Yawhg is uneventful. You work, you get married. Now that doesn't seem uneventful, really. Getting married and adopting a child seems rather eventful, but oh well. You take care of that child, you get old, you retire, and it's all same old, same old. You go on vacation for a few years. You get too old to be independent, so your child takes care of you. You die. Well, that's life, I suppose. With the town rebuilt, you take off to the forest to pursue your true calling. You and your gang of merry fellows ambush nobles traveling in the woods, demanding money from the poor. Well, That's something I didn't expect of Yawhg. Your group becomes local heroes for those living in the slums. Your legend is sung in taverns all across the land. And that's the end of it. That's one playthrough of the Yawhg. It's a really fun game to play every once in a while in between things. I like this kind of stuff. If you like it too, let me know and I'll see if I can do more like it. Or maybe another playthrough of the Yawhg. So then it just goes back to the start. So that was the Yawhg. I had a lot of fun with this. I hope you had too. Good day.